single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Everybody, it is Thursday the 16th of July. Me and Mum, there she is there. We are on the way to the yard because Murphy has a chiropractor appointment on Saturday. Saturday when I was riding him, I'll just put you in the vlog too, I thought, first of all, when I got on, I thought, oh, he's just being a shit. Because left bend didn't exist. Left bend didn't exist. If I asked for a teeniest bit of inside flexion, we were going around in 10-meter circles or 5-meter circles. I thought, oh, maybe it's just because we're in the outdoor, because there was 2 ponies the other side of the fence, and he likes to play games, even though he can't join in with them. And I said, right, we'll move to the indoor. Same thing. Then when I cantered, I realised, oh, this doesn't feel right. One of his legs, I don't know my lefts and rights anymore. The right hind just wasn't powering with enough force like the rest of them. So text Faye, my chiropractor lady, and she said she'd come out to him today. So fingers crossed we can get this sorted, because I have an online dressage test to do this month to qualify me for the Cobb Championship class, so fingers crossed. And also fingers crossed that Faye will actually let me record stuff. I never asked her, could I vlog it? Maybe I should have done that before now. Maybe. Oh well. So we're currently sitting in traffic for some unknown reason. There's a big scary truck in front of us and a whole lot of people in high vis. Oh, we're moving. Right, so I'm going to stop talking now and I will catch up with you when we're getting Murphy from the field. Bye. That's my finger. You try and get you clean. Look at your face. Look at that. Now, try and get him clean before Faye gets here. Yeah? And say hello to everybody? Yeah? Oh, I don't have any more. No, I know what you're looking for, but you're not getting them. Right. Cleaning. Look, Murphy. He's like, take it away. Hello. My brush. Didn't realise how long it had gotten. That needs to be done soon. Stop it. We'll just ignore this bit. But that's grown. Now if we could just go down like this. You look very depressed. There we go. Hi. Good boy. We plait you up. Okay. Plait you.
Hello, how are you? All good?
You're very cuddly.
Yeah, no, I just went into the room and she can't answer my phone, so I was just wondering how she was.
Hi. You alright?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got a text. Faye's on the
Yeah.
way. I have a sleepy pony. And a horse that keeps roaring in the other barn. So, fingers crossed she'll be here soon. And she lets me vlog.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I spent all morning talking to a camera for no reason. Just look at that lip.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at that lip.
Yeah.
At least now he's clean. Has brushes for the win.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say bye. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I don't know how he can sleep with that horse roaring. Anyway. So Faye very kindly let me record Murphy's chiropractor session as long as she didn't have to speak on video, which, fair enough. So I thought I'd just do a voiceover of what she was doing and what she was saying. So here she's working on towards his hip. She said he was quite tight between the fascia, between his ribs and his left hip. So there she's just digging her elbow in to try and get it to soften up. Then just checking all his ribs and the vertebrae. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what they were called. So there she's just working again. Really digging her elbow in. This stuff like fascinates me to watch as she's doing it. Then she's working on his withers. The first time she ever did them around his withers was very, very tight. But this time she said he wasn't as bad. Which, thankfully, that's a good thing. So here again, just checking his hips after she'd worked them out. And they seemed a little bit softer, which was great. We're just having chit chats at this stage. She didn't realise I was recording. So there she's just making sure his withers are still good. And now she moves on to work on his neck. So you can see her just like he's rocking there. She's like poking and prodding the other side. Now to look at Faye, Faye is like really small. You wouldn't think she'd be able to do all this, but I find it just like it's amazing. Now she's working on the vertebrae in his neck, making sure they're all in the right place. And Murphy doesn't put up much of a fight with this. He knows it's helping him, so it's great. And you can see it when he's clicked back into place. He's like, "Ooh, that feels better." He does appreciate this stuff. He doesn't put up a fight when he knows it's helping him. So here, this is where he was tight in the right side of his neck, so the side facing the screen. So she was just making sure everything was working this way, making sure everything was loose and tightening up. And I put my head in the screen just to annoy you all. And it's amazing. It's just like tiny little movements and we're putting stuff back into place. I find it so cool. He just stood there and just let her get on with it. He's such a good boy, really. So yeah, she's still working. She spent a long time on his neck. I hadn't actually realised his neck was sore until I just thought it was towards his back end. But apparently his neck was tight as well. And now I kind of feel like a bad horsey mammy because he'd been tight and I never realised. It's just pulling in and out. At one stage she pulled and there was like a click and I was like, oh, that sounded disgusting. So here she was about to work on his pole, but because she was up in a box, he thought she was going to do something dangerous. So bless him. They're just making friends. She's just telling him she wasn't going to touch his nose because we all know Murphy and his nose is just another different story altogether. And she pulled him forward and I don't think he was too tight in his pole. She never said it. She was just making sure everything was still in the right place. There, she just like the tiniest move and just popped something back in. That's where he jerked. And again. But the minute she did it, he relaxed into it, which was just like there, just the tiniest like little pinch, and it's like back in place. And then working again, just making sure everything's right, and just like she just swings out of him. Well, not swings out of him, but it looks like she is because she's so small. And just pulling, making sure all of his neck was back into place, and she did spend ages on his neck doing stuff and making sure it was right, and his hips. And then here was just, she was pulling out of his front legs, just making sure they were all straight. And you can really see him there in a minute. He like stretches out into, as she's pulling the front leg, his whole body stretches forward into the stretch. Just a little bit there, and then she pulls again and a bit more. There it is. And he thoroughly enjoyed his session. So thank you, Faye. It was great. We are all done with the chiropractor. Very happy now. He has a whole load of haylage. So he was sore in his right neck and his left hip, so diagonally across, and a bit in his chest, but nothing like the last time. He said he's great muscle, like great muscle tone. His core is really good. I had to keep doing what we're doing. So he just has tomorrow off, and then we can crack on again, so I can get to do my dressage this month. Hopefully in the sunshine. And for now, I shall leave him munching, because I am starving and I really want lunch. You happy out, Pony? You happy out? Yeah. Much happier now that he's all done. And she was so impressed with him because the last time she saw him, he was 10 to a Tessie. Now we're sleek. She said he's fit looking. Which he is. He actually is quite fit. I think he's as fit as he's ever been. You're great, aren't you? Right, Murphy, do you want to say goodbye to the vlog? Grumpy. Say bye. Say bye. Yeah, I know. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.